चक्षे जाल एक बार देख ले चक्षे जाल गौर बोले निताय देन सकल सांबर
गौर बोले निताय देन सकल सांबर.
If when we chant Gauranga,
Gauranga,
and by chance we have some water in our eyes, Nityananda says, I am willing to give you everything because Lord Nityananda is the most merciful, Boro Doyal Nityananda. And each and every one of us does not need to worry or fear of anything. Ar naiko kalir bhai, Nitai charan binar, nahi aashay bolo.
निताय
Nitai charan binar, nahi Bodo sukher khabor gaye, bodo sukher khabor gaye. Bodo sukher khabor gaye, bodo sukher khabor gaye. Surabhi kunjite namer haat kholeche. Surabhi kunjite namer haat kholeche. Goranitai, goranitai. So we want to thank you all for joining us for this wonderful opportunity to share with Vishnu Priya dear and Vrinda dear. I would say Mataji, but you are such sweet goddesses. I think Mataji wouldn't be. Vishnu Priya Devi and Vrinda Devi. And we have His Grace Nimai Prabhuji. We have Her Grace Kishori Devi. We have Radhe Devi, Kana Prabhuji, His Grace Param Prabhuji. My name is Gaura Mani Devi Dasi. And by the grace of His Grace Sarvatarak Prabhuji and what is Madhavi Shakti Devi Mataji, we're here to share with all of you. We have Gopal Radhe Prabhuji also. Ram Govinda Prabhu, Pran Govinda Prabhuji, Hari Bo. So it looks like there might be some questions. Of course, I don't feel qualified to answer such exalted Vaishnavas questions, but we'll give it a try if there are questions. Aapko kuch bhi puchna hai?
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I offer my humble gratitude of the Vaishnava devotees, those who present here. So,
can't hear you. Volume is less.
Our grace, Gaura Mani Mataji and Param Prabhu. So we can understand a lame man can climb on the hill, a blind man can see, and dumb man can hear. So it is very difficult. I am very small to glorify Mataji, but if you go to the HareKrishnaTV.com, you'll see the millions of followers who are hearing from Gaura Mani Mataji's glorification. So thank you all of them. So today, so many exalted devotees are present here. I feel embarrassed to talk on up front of them. So I like to share something from Pran Govinda Prabhu, then we'll get some question answer. I know we can exit time because everything is nectaria. So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. So Pran Govinda Prabhu in a couple of sentences, you can share something, give us blessings. Because you know Pran Govinda Prabhu, so he's our like a guru. And then we'll get some question answer from Mataji. And we can share our emotions to get Krishna Prema, Krishna's mercy. Very well, thank you.
I think we lost Paramanda Prabhu on Zoom here, but if any of you would like to share anything, if you have any questions, if you want to learn more about Mataji, please feel free to do so right now.
Mataji, we enjoyed very much. You are a devoted Kirtaniyas and devoted Krishna Bhakta. Well, tell us something that you mentioned when you were little and Joy Pratak Prabhu come to your house, and tell us how you get involved in this. So
Yes,
that we can
Prabhuji.
learn.
Thank you so much. We have Madan Kunduji. Hare Krishna, where are you watching us from?
From here in Baton Rouge.
Oh, that's really awesome. I would have loved to seen you personally. So,
well, I would.
Yes, yes. I see your face. You're very bright and auspicious face this entire kirtan. So I want to thank you for that. Thank you for sharing your blessings from across town. I can see your beautiful, shining, bright face. So thank you, Prabhuji. So you asked me, how is it possible and how did everything begin? How did everything begin? Actually, I was born in the Krishna temple at ISKCON, Chicago.
Oh, I see.
And that was in the late 70s, right before or after Srila Prabhupada had come to America in 1965, as all of you know. And my mother and father, they migrated from India. And they're in the medical, my father was in the medical practice. And he met the Hare Krishna devotees when he arrived for the first time at the New York airport. That was in 1973. And so, as you may know, devotees, they go and they give Bhagavad Gita, they do Harinam, they chant. And so he got a Bhagavad Gita right on the first day that he arrived to America from India. That was in 1972 or 73. And so then he decided that he was going to find the temple, and he went and he found the temple. And then he decided that he's going to continue his medical practice, but he was going to dedicate his life. And in the meantime, the years passed. He would go to the temple every weekend and make chapatis and feed all the devotees. And that was his service on Saturday and Sunday. And my mother would make the garlands. And so like this, they dedicated their lives. We were born. And after we were born, they said, I want my children to be educated about Krishna. And now in 1980, they had a Gurukul, ISKCON Gurukul. In the ISKCON Gurukul in Detroit, all the small children attended and were taught Bhagavad Gita and Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and how to chant. Every day Gurukul would start at 4 in the morning. We would wake up. I was 2 or 3 years old. I went to nursery school. And I continued my studies until I finished high school in Gurukul. So I completed about 18 years, 17 years of ISKCON schooling. And I completed my Bhakti Shastri in Gurukul, as well as academic studies. So when I was about 14, because my father's a medical practitioner, he said, you should both be doctors. There was 2 sisters. So I decided I'll become an anesthesiologist. My sister would be a pediatrician. And so we said we will go to medical school. We got a scholarship at Johns Hopkins University in Maryland. And we were preparing for our medical studies, for university studies. At that time, my Gurukul teacher, because my father was temple president in Potomac, my Gurukul teacher came there just as we were getting ready to study. And she said, yes, you can make them doctors. This is nice. But this world has so many engineers, lawyers, doctors. These are not your children. Her Grace Mother Urmila, she trained us in Gurukul. She said, these are my two daughters. And if you can do anything, if you can try and make me happy somehow, please make them wonderful devotees. And so my father, he thought about it. He gave us the education. Every day we were studying science and botany and biology and all those very interesting, important things. But in the morning at 4 a.m., he would read Srimad Bhagavatam and he would invite the great personalities to our home, like Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Every day we would have a new sannyasi come. We would make prasadam. We would feed them. We would listen to them. We would get their blessings. And then we completed our studies in, we had moved then to North Carolina. We completed our studies there and just continued and decided that this is what I want to do. So today we have 455 million views on our social media by the grace of all the Vaishnavas. We have 2 million followers on social media, and we have been traveling for the last 10 years in over 400, 500 cities all over the world. We went to Australia and Dubai and in Canada and Bali and everywhere around the world. And we just share this kirtan. And because it makes me so happy to share with you something that I love so much. So I hope that was a little long, but
that's fine. Good. Enjoyed it. That's interesting life that you have chosen and educating others. And we had the pleasure of listening to you today. And we're very impressed. I've never had this kind of experience before. It was very ecstatic experience. I made my remarks in the chat room.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Prabhu.
Please come again.
Yes,
yeah,
Prabhu,
I should have been there, but due to COVID, that's why we're keeping away. I'm not far from your place, It's only a few miles.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Love to have you again here.
He's chanting and he's always with us, how to spread Harinam in this area.
Thank you, Prabhuji, Madhav Prabhuji, Madan Prabhuji. Thank you.
All of them.
And all of the devotees, all of you, Prabhuji is telling me that you are so helpful. And we have Gopal Radhe Prabhuji. He says, I chant to thank Krishna, to express my love and gratitude for him, for always loving me and taking care of me. There's nothing greater in this world than gratitude. I know a lot of people, we go through feeling of loneliness, feeling of maybe depression, feeling of being frustrated. But as soon as you practice this one thing, if we say, thank you, Krishna. Let's say thank you, Krishna together.
Thank you, Krishna.
Thank you, Krishna.
Thank you, Krishna, for giving me this beautiful day.
Thank you,
Thank
Krishna.
you for giving this beautiful day.
Thank you, Krishna, for giving me your holy names.
Thank you,
Thank you, Krishna, for giving this holy name.
Thank you, Krishna, for giving me this beautiful family.
Thank you,
Thank you, Krishna, for giving me this beautiful family.
Thank you, Krishna, for giving me the intelligence to serve you.
Thank you, Krishna, for giving this intelligence.
So when we practice gratitude, then automatically the brain or the mind, it sends a signal and removes any other feeling of pain or suffering or depression or anxiety. It's a very special quality. So thank you, Gopal Radhe Prabhuji, for sharing that. Gratitude for chanting.
Anyone else?
Anup Mishra Prabhuji has said, we chant Krishna to remember him so we get his mercy and attention to fulfill our life's goal of self-realization. Anup Mishra Prabhuji, thank you for sharing that.
One of the best supporters.
He's one of our greatest supporters here.
Yeah, he gave up his comfort sometimes, and he has stayed with us to support this program. This is for his
Selfless love. Anup Mishra Prabhuji is giving selfless love. He gives up his comfort. Prabhuji, would you like to speak something?
Yeah, Mataji, sure. I am your Sanatan Dharma group, Mataji also. And I am recognize you from years. I see your many videos on YouTube, and I seen your many cities visit program. I am basically from Lucknow. I seen you visited in Lucknow ISKCON temple also. You did the Kirtan
Wow.
there also. I seen that video also. And I too much impressed the story today you told about the Narayana. I mean, he just Hare Krishna mantra effective. For the liberation, it is required. I have a little question about here. There is a process when we chant and get liberated. In between, there is a process. Maybe I'm not knowledgeable enough, but it is maybe called something the self-realization.
Yes.
The person is not unless they get self-realized how he can get liberated. So, I mean, this is something I am not believe. If you can put little few words, if something, so we can understand what is the overall process. Suppose so it get realization, and that process we can follow. And also, I have a question. Many of the devotees told me how many round you chant. I don't chant too many rounds. I chant few rounds only. Actually, I am initiated from the Shri Sampradaya. My Guruji is Maharaj Nirgopal Das Maharaj Prabhuji from Ayodhya. So, yeah, but so I have few things. I don't have my Sampradaya. I mean, it's not a Sampradaya, it's Sri Sampradaya devotees here, but it's all, we are going Ganga, Jamuna, Brahmaputra, all the rivers goes to the ocean. So I'm maybe another ocean, another river I'm traveling with that, but
Yes, definitely.
but
So
just like that, but I'm thinking, yeah, please, ma'am, Mataji, please.
So your first question is self-realization. How can we receive self-realization without being self-realized? So for example, a child is put into school, like our kids, we put them in the school. We don't send them straight to 12th grade. We don't send them straight to college. Where did we put them? We put them in kindergarten first when they're 5 or 4. And they have to go through first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth, 10th, 11th, and then they graduate. But if when the child goes to kindergarten and if his parents or he himself says, why doesn't he have the enough education or intelligence to be studying the college level English or college level? It's not possible. But what does he have to do? He can't say, oh, I am not intelligent enough. I don't want to go to school. No, he says, slowly, baby steps. Even in kindergarten, he will learn the very foundation and basics to go and achieve a college degree. But he has to continue. So in spiritual life, the same exact principle is there. Continue to practice, continue to chant, continue to study. Self-realization is automatic, but we have to keep going. Chant the holy name. Your life will never be the same. So we just have to chant your rounds, take prasad, read a verse a day. Do this very steadily, and Maya will stay away. Hey, so those are 4 things that you do. Chant your rounds, take prasad, read a verse a day. Do this very steadily, and self-realization will come your way. So I hope that answered your question. And the
Absolutely.
second one you asked was about chanting, how many rounds, and whether I should chant more rounds. So
yeah, the question is little, I'm just trying to put little more in
effort.
that regard. Yeah. So things are here, many people chanting too many rounds. Maybe I'm chanting less round. I mean, I'm chanting less round than them. I'm very least devotee. I'm very bottom level person. So I am blessed. I am associated with all your, I mean, the good devotees with that in group. So it's something mercy of Supreme God. So I am have association with you all. So the thing is here in my mind that the quantitatively and the qualitatively chanting. Suppose I'm chanting with like full devotion, 5 round, and the person is devoting and doing some other stuff in the same time and chanting like that. Which is the best, the quality one or the quantity one? Which one you think is the best one? The less
So,
quantity or
yeah.
more in quantity?
If I came to your house and I brought gifts for you, now I could bring a banana, or I could bring 500 bananas or 500 mangoes, or I could bring you kaju burfi, jalebi, gulab jamun. A very, very delicious, but only one gulab jamun, one kaju burfi, and one jalebi. Or I could bring 500 mangoes.
Okay.
Now, which one would be better for you? Whichever one you eat and you feel happy. Somebody could say 500 mangoes, of course. Somebody else could say one gulab jamun was the best gulab jamun I've ever had. One jalebi was so delicious. And the kaju burfi is my favorite. So actually, when we're chanting, we are chanting to offer to Krishna. Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. Tad aham bhakti upahritam. He says, I accept everything you give me when you give it to me with love and devotion. So the secret ingredient to our 5 rounds or our 16 rounds is love and devotion. That doesn't mean that we just become happy, because when we're chanting 5 rounds with love and devotion, what will happen? What is the symptom of a devotee who is chanting with love? He wants to chant more. After you finish 16 rounds, then you chant 17 because you feel, oh, this is so nectarian. I'm connected to my Krishna. So the judge is Krishna. Who is better? I cannot say. Only he can say, because these rounds are offered to him. So there was a Brahmin from Mathura. He went to the Vatican and he went to meet the Pope. And he went to the beautiful Vatican. He saw the marble floors. He entered and he went to the office of the Pope. He said, Mr. Pope, I've heard so much about you. I want to see you. The Pope was sitting at his desk and there was a big red telephone. And the Brahmin said, oh, Mr. Pope, what is this telephone for? The Pope said, this phone is for calling God. He said, oh, really? Can I also try? Sure, you can try. Here. The Panditji, Brahmin, he called God. He spoke with him. He felt very happy. He put the phone down. He said, thank you, Mr. Pope. You let me talk to God. The Pope said, that will be $75. Oh, $75? Okay, here. He took from his wallet $75. And he went back to Mathura. He went back to Vrindavan. Now, somehow the Pope also had an arrangement to go to Vrindavan, Mathura. The Pope arrived at a very simple hut. He wanted to meet the Panditji. Inside the hut he went and he said, oh, Panditji, Brahmin, you came to my office in the Vatican. I want to meet you, so I came all the way here. Oh, you also have a red telephone? What is that? Surely it must be the same. He said, yes. This is also to call God. You can call. Here you are. So the Pope picked up the phone and he talked to God and he said, oh, I have so much on my mind. You know, in Europe right now, there's a new strain, and all of our churches of coronavirus all the churches are closed. He said in America now they're making it mandatory to wear masks again, and all of the things are going to change. How are we going to preach? Everybody needs to get their vaccine. The Pope was very concerned. He talked for 15 minutes, then he talked for half an hour, then he talked for 1 hour, and he put the phone down. And he looked at the Brahmin, Panditji, and he said, I'm sorry, I talked for so long. I know I owe you a lot of money. Panditji said, Nay, nay. No, don't worry. Only 25 cents, only 2 rupees you can give me. Only 2 rupees? But I talked for 1 hour. Because here in Vrindavan,
Local call.
it is a local call.
Krishna said,
So Krishna lives in Vrindavan. And Krishna only lives in Vrindavan because the gopis of Vrindavan had so much love for Krishna. Aradhya Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanayas Tadham Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidupasana Vrajavathu Vargena va kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Paramidam Tatradharana Paraha. So if we can call Krishna with love, if we can enter Vrindavan, if we can follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya and the cowherd damsels, 5 rounds, 500 rounds. The goal is to give more love, to increase every day. So I wish you all best luck. We have Gopal, Radhe Prabhuji also, and Gaura Krishna Prabhuji. Would you like to add something, Gopal Prabhuji?
Thank you,
I know
Mataji.
you have many realizations to answering this.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Haribol. Mataji, I don't think I can do any better at answering that question than you did. You did it so wonderfully. I just wanted to share my realization about the class today. It was really, really wonderful. You gave a practical presentation of how these songs that the Vaishnavacharyas have written, especially Bhaktivinoda Thakur songs, Narottam Das Thakur's songs, they are like Ved Vakya, or as good as scriptures, verses of Srimad Bhagavatam or scriptural shlokas. And usually people think that, oh, you have a class, it should be either Bhagavad Gita shloka or Bhagavatam shloka. But today you so wonderfully singing the bhajan and also explaining it, and teaching about the glories of the holy name through these bhajans, have given a practical presentation that these songs and bhajans by our Vaishnava Acharyas are nothing short than scriptural verses and Vedic hymns. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Gopal Prabhuji. He's our future generation.
Vrindavan boy.
He's a Vrindavan boy. He's born and raised, I think, in Mumbai, if I know correctly, but he is continuing the legacy of his father, his mother, of his spiritual master, of Srila Prabhupada, because every time we come here to New Orleans, we meet Gopal with great enthusiasm. And I know that if you want to continue Krishna consciousness, if you want to have a Sankirtan, a Harinam, he's holding down the fort at ISKCON New Orleans.
Thank you.
So thank you, Gopal Prabhuji, for your enthusiasm. And Nimai Prabhu, Kishori, Mataji here with me, they always are very, very happy and enthusiastic. They tell me that, yes, we can tell Gopal Prabhuji if we want to do a kirtan or we want to organize something. So thank you for keeping that fire of not just the youth, but encouragement to everyone. It's because one day our time will come to an end, but we want to see our younger, newer generation taking over. And of course, Gopal Prabhuji is the brother of Kirtan Premi Prabhu, who's a wonderful singer, Kirtan. I'm the Prabhu. So it's nice to see you, Prabhu. Very nice.
Gaur Krishna Prabhu from New York.
Very well,
You are
Mataji.
the president of
Thank you, Gopal Prabhuji.
I would,
Long is my Shiksha Guru, Gopal Krishna, Gaur Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, yes.
Mataji, I would like to just invite you also. Today we are going to have Kirtan, Sankirtan, Harinam at that temple. If I don't know if you will be able to be back by around 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Let's.
We'll be taking Srila Prabhupada to the city park and back, because today and tomorrow, 31st and the 1st, is our Prabhupada came to New Orleans. So I hope we'll be having you, at least, if not by, at least if you can come by Sunday Aarti also, will be great to hear some kirtan from you at the temple.
Thank you,
Thank
Prabhu.
you.
We will make an effort. Thank you, Prabhu. And
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Gaur Krishna Prabhu, Dandvat Pranam Prabhuji from New York. He's
Dandvat.
blessing all.
Thank you very much. Today I am very fortunate and thanks Sarvatarak Prabhu give me the opportunity to hearing your very sweet and very knowledgeable and very interesting the bhajans and knowledgeable advice and kirtan. Generally, in Facebook, YouTube, I listen your kirtan and hearing, very interesting, very suitable. But I am very fortunate today. By face to face, your kirtan today I listen. So I am very, very fortunate today. So you explaining from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Kirtan and Narottam Das Thakur, and your explanation is very, very deep from Radha and Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, and love and devotion. It is very, very important in our devotional life. And your explanation that like Narada Muni, how Narada Muni Krishna and how Radharani loved Krishna and how gopis loved Krishna, how gopis loved Radharani, and how Radharani Krishna's love. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that love of devotion come this material world and distribution to us, and that love of devotion, Srila Prabhupada, bring us to Western countries, and that love of devotion distributed among us, and Western countries distributed, and that love of devotion, Srila Prabhupada distributed to his books and Harinam Sankirtan. And we are very fortunate, and you are one of that association, Srila Prabhupada, is distributed whole of world. We can do that, and you are doing that. We are very fortunate. We are limited in here in New York, but you are one of the associate of Srila Prabhupada, and ISKCON, one most important part of ISKCON, you are distributing Srila Prabhupada message and Lord Chaitanya's message and Lord Chaitanya's Hare Krishna movement and Kirtan, sweet Kirtan, your very sweet Kirtan, sweet speak, and sweet love and devotion distributing all of the world. That very important to us, and we love so much And I'm praying to Krishna, I'm praying to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I'm praying to Srila Prabhupada, my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami, and you are explaining Srila Guru, my Guru Maharaj Jayapataka Swami's Kirtan, and so I'm very happy to hear that you are getting blessings from my Guru Maharaj, and you are distributing that love and devotion to the devotees and whole of the world. And I'm praying to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada, to my Guru Maharaj, please continue that love of devotion. And I pray to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada, you will be in good health, and please keeping this love of devotion all of the world. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
I see Dr. Ravi down. He can share something since he met with Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It was very blissful, very, very soulful. Enjoyed your kirtan so much. And it was very practical way. The way you are propagating, and your life story is very inspiring, And I'm sure you're dispersing this knowledge and this devotion to the young people and all the, who are listening to this is very helpful. So I offer my prayers for your continued work in this. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Ravi Divanji. It's our great honor to have you in our presence here, and your prayers and your blessings are very, very important for us. So thank you so much for blessing us.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
We'll do Arati right now. So, and just we're going to offer our prayers to the Lord today, because our two important members are sick. One is Dr. Bhavasarkar. He is a great supporter in Batandus to spread this Hare Krishna Mahamantra in this area. Also, Mr. Anup Mishra's mother, Kushum Mishra. So, please chant a couple and you give your blessings. So they'll be good health, in good health by chanting.
So we're going to say a prayer for two members who are not feeling well. One is
Dr. Bhavasarkar, but they're doing good. But
they're doing good, but we want them to do super.
And Kushum Mishra, mother of Anup Mishra.
Mother of Anup Mishra ji. So also we want to all together, with the power of Krishna's holy name, bring all good happiness, peace, joy, and excellent health. So let's chant one Mahamantra together.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone.
And I would just like to echo the voices of all the devotees who have joined us on Zoom, and also on behalf of all of us, would like to express our most humble gratitude to you, Mataji, His Grace Param Prabhu, and your entire family for coming here and taking us to Vrindavan Dham, because you are from Vrindavan. So you are taking us there today.
I'll take you with me.
Yes, please do. Otherwise, there is no hope for us.
Oh, you have Vrindavan here. You are in Vrindavan here.
As you can see that Mataji and her entire family, they are completely dedicated to Srila Prabhupada and spreading his Hare Krishna movement all over the world. And Mataji is initiated from His Holiness Sri Krishna Goswami Maharaj, who is our temple GBC in New Orleans. So he's always there like an umbrella guiding all of us. So you're also bringing.
Month ago he came over in Zoom also.
Yes, he also came on Zoom for our program.
In month ago.
1 month ago.
gave his
And
blessing.
so thank you for bringing his blessings with you today.
Yes.
So we will now move on to Arati, and we will request maybe Prabhuji to lead to the kirtan.
Yes.
We will sing Srila Prabhupada Pranam,
Okay.
and then
Hare
just
Krishna.
and then
Hare
just
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And then Nishinati.
Sure.
Stand up.
Yes. And we will move the camera so you can see our lordships. There you go. Just give me 1 moment. I'm going to switch the camera.
विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी Namaste जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रवचिकाचार्य स्तोत्र हितवांगे अभेद चरणार विष्णु प्रपाद महाराज की नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रवचिकाचार्य स्तोत्र हितवांगे भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी द्वारका धाम की वृंदे देवी तुलसी महारानी की यमुना माई गंगा माई की निताई गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि और glorious to assemble devotees, all glorious to assemble devotees, all glorious to assemble devotees, all glorious to Guru and Gauranga. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Sham सबको मिले वृंदावन धाम.
We'll see you next time. Don't forget to share this video, like it, and Haribol. So, dear devotees, we have reached the end of our program today, even though we would like it to go on forever, because there is no end to singing the holy name of Lord Krishna. And we would like to invite His Grace Param Prabhuji, Her Grace Gauramani Mataji, and their entire family, Radhe, Kana, Prabhu, Nimai Prabhu, Kishori Mataji, thank you so much, all of you. And we would like to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra one more time for all of their well-being and or all of your well-being. And again, request all of you to please come again and join us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Madhuri Mataji ki
Jai Ho.
Gaura Prabhuji ki
Jai Ho.
Priya Mataji ki
Jai Ho.
Vrinda Devi ki
Jai Ho.
Jai. Jai. So we will conclude by offering our respectful obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like desire trees, who can fulfill all desires and are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuvaivata patitanam pavonebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Bol. Hope to see you all again next Sunday at 11. Until then, we hope you have a wonderful Krishna conscious rest of the week. Please keep chanting the holy name and please keep reading Srila Prabhupada's books so we can continue to be enlightened like today. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.